Good morning. I am Mrs. Axeli Jovita, Assistant Professor, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. In previous class, we discussed about single linked list. In today's class, we are going to discuss about double linked list in data structure. The topics which we are going to discuss is double linked list, representation of double linked list, basic operations. In this basic operation, we are going to discuss only about the insertion and next the application of doubly linked list. In single linked list, every node has a link to its next node in the sequence. So we can traverse from one node to another node only in one direction and we cannot traverse back. We can solve this kind of problem using a double linked list. In double linked list, every node has a link to its previous node and next node. So we can traverse forward by using the next field and we can traverse backward by using the previous field. Every node in the double linked list contains three fields and they are shown in the figure: previous, data and next field. The data field stores the element of the data and the previous will contain the address of the previous node. The next contains the address of the next node. This is the structure of the doubly linked list. Representation of doubly linked list. In doubly linked list, a node contains a reference both of its previous node and to its next node. The important points to be remembered in double linked list is the first node must be always pointed by head and always the previous field of the first node must be null and also the next field of the last node must be null. So this is the main point to be remembered while we are representing the linked list, double linked list. Memory representation of a doubly linked list. So in the following image, the first element of the list is 13 and it is stored at the address 1. The head pointer points to the starting node 1. Since this is the first element being added to the list, therefore the previous of the list contains null and it is marked as -1. The next node of the list resides at address 4. Therefore, the first node contains 4 in the next pointer. So we can traverse the list in this way until we find any node containing the null or -1 in the next part. So this is the representation of the double linked list in memory. Next, some basic operations of doubly linked list. In double linked list, we can perform the following operations: insertion, deletion, display. Insertion, it adds an element to the list. Deletion, deletes an element from the list. Display, display the complete list in a forward manner and also in backward manner. These are some operations we can perform on doubly linked list. Let us see one by one. Insertion operation. As in single linked list, in double linked list also we can insert an element at 3 positions. First, insertion at beginning of the list, insertion at end of the list, insertion at specific location in the list. Let us see one after next. Insertion at beginning of the list. Here, let us assume the new node with data 25 has to be inserted at the beginning of the list. For that, the next pointer of the new node is referred to the head node, and its previous pointer is referred to null. All we know that if a node is in first position, the previous part of the first node should be null. So that we are making previous section of the new node as null because this node is going to be the first node, and the previous pointer of the head node is referred to the new node. So here the previous node part of the head node should be referred to the new node, and the new node is then made as the head node. The new node is here made as a head node. This is the three step we are using to insert an element at beginning of the list. For that we want to check, as usual, we want to check whether the list is empty or not. If my head is null, then there is no other elements in my list. Whatever I am creating as a new node is my first element. Okay. Now let us see insertion at end of the list. Again, let us assume the node with data 25, which we created to insert at the end of the list. For that, the first step we want to do is creating a new node with the data, and the second one is make the next pointer of the last node. Already the last node is this one. So if my list element is the last one, then the next part of the node should be null. So this is the last node right now, so that the next part of the last node is marked as null. But now I want to insert the 25 as my last node. So the next part of the last node should be point to the new node which I created, and the next part of the new node should be marked as null, and previous part of the new node should mark to the previous node, that is last node. So the previous part of the new node which we created is made to point to the last node here. Okay. Now we make that element to our last new node to our last of the list. So this is how we are inserting the end of the list. For that, we are again want to check before we are inserting whether my list is empty or not. Here we proceed with my list is not empty case. If it is empty, then it will be the first node as usual. Okay. And next, insertion at specific location in the list. For this, as usual, we want to create a new node with the element which we want to insert in between some location. For that, we want to, as usual, we want to check whether the list is empty or not. If my list is empty, then which the element I want to insert created as the first and last element also. So if the only element I am having in the list means I want to make the previous element, the previous part of that element and the next part of the element as null. Okay, this is for empty case. And if it is not empty, then I want to create a two temporary nodes, and I will keep on travel through the nodes to till which position I want to enter the new node. Till that position I will keep on traveling, and also I want to check for the if the insertion is possible or not. For example, if my list is having only 4 elements, okay, but the insertion if I enter in case if my element should be inserted at the 6th position means, then I need to travel till 6 minus 1 position, that is till 5th node. But I am having only 4 elements, so that I will have only 4 nodes. So that I cannot find the 5th element in my list. So in that case, insertion is not possible. Okay, so that for parallelly we want to check for this also. So if it is in correct mentioned as correct position, then we will go through the position travel and we will find, and finally we will insert. And let us see the example for this insertion at the specific location in the list. Here is the example for insertion at the middle of the node. and let us assume the new node with data 25 is the node which is which we want to insert at the position 2 in the linked list. So for that we need to travel from the head node. So start traveling the list from head and move up to the position given position -1. That is, I want to insert the new node at second position. If the position is second, then I need to travel till 2 minus 1. Here, in this case, I want to travel till to the first node. So, all you know, this is the 0th position and this is the first position. So, in this case, I want to move 2 minus 1th position, means from head node to first node, and the second position I need to insert the new node. Okay, so for that I want to travel head to up to the first node in this case, and once we reach the position, means when we reaching our first position, then after that what we want to do is the next pointer of the new node is, here is our next part of the new node is set to the address contained by the next pointer of the first node. So this part of the node should set with the address of this node. Okay, make the next pointer of the first node to point to the new node, and previous pointer of the new node, this is the previous pointer of the new node is pointed to the first node. Okay, and again finally the new node's next previous pointer must be made to point to the new node. So this is how we are inserting the given position. Okay, so here we are changing the next and previous for the new node, and we are inserting at the second position. Okay, here are some application of double A linked list. So there are various application of double linked list in the real world. Some of these are, a double linked list can be used in navigation systems where both front and back navigation is required. That is, in our browser to implement the backward and forward navigation of visited pages, web pages. So we will usually to back and forward buttons. So for that application we are using the double linked list concept. And also in various applications we will use that undo and redo functionality for our previous event to be repeated. For that application also we are using the double linked list concept, and also used to represent deck of cards in games, and also the various states of that games. We will use the double linked list concept. So in next class, we will discuss about deletion concept, deletion from beginning, deletion from end, and deleting a specific node in a given position.